Well, hello. This should all be working. What's up, Ian? Xeonic Shadow, Neon Wave. Good to see you guys. I'm gonna throw that link into the supporter chat. So anyone feel free to join. I'll build out the screens as you guys join. But what's going on, everybody? Yeah, you can see with the screen here. Goose sent me this, so I'm gonna get to building this, and this seemed like a simple kit, so that might not take too long. All right, let me do this, and my mic is covering the keyboard. I'm also gonna real quickly throw it into the the supporter YouTube thing, and I think there's a limit of how many people can be on. So, like, if there's a lot of people or something, which it's not like I'm that popular. We can like plan. All right, let me throw that in there. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh, Xeonic Shadow, almost done with the Psycho Gundam Sick. Yeah, you'll have to post pictures. And then Ian, I just finished building the Granddaddy Revive kit. Nice. Oh, that's a good one. Well, yeah. So giveaway stuff that's going on. So there's going to be multiple giveaways. So for instance, we've got this. Oh, I should do it right here, shouldn't I? This G-frame, White Zaku. I believe this is from 0083. Yeah, it's Zaku 2 F2 EFSF. Yep, so that will be one thing. And how am I going to do the giveaway? We'll see as the stream goes. Any interesting sort of chats, funny chats, contributions. Also, I'm looking to get some trivia stuff, so get some good trivia questions. Okay, and then the rest are going to be bundles of things. So we've got... for instance, we've got this... And this supplied by Goose. Thank you very much. We've got this Char folder with stickers, along with a, let's see, is it all RX 78.2? Yeah, an RX 78.2. Hold on. Oh, that one's empty. An RX 78.2 coaster, which is pretty cool. There's one I use one. They're nice. So yeah, this will be a bundle to give away. And then actually, I'm going to include a towel with that. And then we have an RX-78 folder with an Earth Federation Federation towel and a coaster and Sazabi Gundam Converge. Okay, so that is 3. And then another one will be 2 towels, a coaster, and a folder. So 4 chances to win. All right. Neon Wave, working on the high-grade Lefrith, although I was told there's a specific way to pronounce that, and I forgot what it was. From Witch from Mercury, want to get it done tonight so that I can get started on the Vic Viper from Gradius 4 tomorrow at Model Kit Building Club Meet. Love the Vic Viper. Love Gradius 4. That is... and it's funny, I'm always seeing that kit when I'm like... Or one of them when I'm like scrolling through Amazon or whatever, and I'm like, Gradius. Ian Hansen, I'm trying to corrupt my cousin so that he'll start watching Gundam. That sounds like a good way to corrupt someone. You know, it's like a kind corruption. That's what I call it. Um. Yeah. You know what? I want to shout out. Got a new supporter slash channel member on YouTube. Because yeah, there's support through YouTube or Patreon. You get the same benefits. It's just it depends what you prefer to use. So thank you to that member. The name will be up at the top. So if anyone is a supporter and there's like some things missing that you don't understand, just let me know. Shoot me an email. Okay, so here's what we got going. This is sick. Okay, this is from 1994, and so I'm assuming, this is like the original release of this kit when the show came out, and I like that. There's a charm to that. I love to appreciate where the things come from, and that's another thing. So in G Gundam, I think the Shining Gundam was the coolest mobile suit. Even when he got the God Gundam, which I have the real grade of, I do prefer this. I don't know, something about it. Even the what, before or after the commercial where they show the Gundam head and it goes da 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 or whatever. Yeah, that's some cool artwork. So, all right. I feel like it would be nice to have some like Gundam music playing, but then there's the whole copyright. So I wonder if I played music from Dynasty Warriors Reborn, just kind of like subtly in the background. Let's do that actually. And then also hi on Twitch and Facebook, because this is going to Twitch and Facebook. I am surprised how many people actually engage with my Facebook page. I think that is really cool because I don't really get on Facebook, but I know a lot of people use that. Let's see. Ozonic Shadow, Maxter, Devil in Heaven, Sword, Raven Gundam were my favorite. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, and again, after we saw that, is Gundam Rose? I don't, is it the French dude? Anyway, there's that model kit coming out, and it looks cool. That would be really fun and interesting to come out with more of those because, the more I'm into Gundam and you see all the regular suits, like seeing the stuff from like the Build Fighters series or the Battle Log, it's cool. They're mashing things together. Take it the next step. Just pull from G Gundam because there's so many cool suits from there. You may have those silver feet, but I have these gold fingers. That is for sure. All right. Let me get that music I was talking about. I feel like I need some chill music in the background. So like. Let's see here. I just would, and I guess the copyright thing is like not like a huge deal. I think I would hate, like I've had videos be blocked. I think that's like the end thing. It's like if I don't need to get monetized, I just don't want it to be blocked. Okay. Let's give me a second to add the audio here. Is it just system audio capture? Oh, it could be. And you guys let me know if that's like... Let me know if you... Oh, wait, I have to send it over. Hold on. Okay, guys, I know what I did there. So what I have to actually do is... in the layer, in the shot, create another layer where I'm capturing the system audio on top of my microphone. And then I send that over. And then... yeah, that is beyond the time, I guess. Yeah, beyond the time. That's it exactly. That's pretty cool. Alright, let me... Again, I don't want it to be too loud, guys, so you just let me know if, like, I need to turn it up or turn it down. Alright, cool. Alright, so, yeah, let's look at this. Okay, you know, I love the manuals, because, like, this, you know, the artwork looks cool, especially something from 1994. King of Heart. I'm sure that's supposed to be King of Hearts, but, you know. The back looks sick, because this is more like the hand-drawn style animation. It even has stats, and it's in, like, I don't know, is that katakana, hiragana? I don't know what you call the alphabets. That is really cool. What's also going to be really interesting is actually going to be like the painting. I don't. If I do touch-ups on it, it'll be after I'm done, and I'll be like, what should I paint? So, oh, sick beats to drop an asteroid with. Yep. Kanji, thank you. Most things in Japan are in kanji. Okay, that's what it is. I took Japanese in high school 1 year, because then they stopped offering it, and it was very hard. It was very confusing because we had to learn multiple alphabets, but I guess there is a specific one. That is always sticker nightmare. Yeah, that's what it looks like. A lot's gonna be going on here, is getting the stickers on right. This reminds me of building, and I hope it's better than the F91 kits that were from like 91. This does look a little better. Yeah, let me get my tools out. Wow, that song is 30 minutes. That's not gonna happen. Let me go back to...
This is the best time of the year to play.
No. Oh, that was Arnold Schwarzenegger. World of Tanks. Oh. Yeah, I guess I don't have my YouTube Premium on my Gundam Explained. Okay. Okay, I like the sounds of that, but I'm looking for the rockin' tracks. I'm surprised I can't find them. Original stage BGM from Shin Gundam Musou. Yeah. Thought it would, Alright. It's not a Zaka, that's pretty good. I'll probably jump on if you are cool with it once this package I'm expecting arrives. Yeah, so I dropped the link in chat. Oh, wow. Zionic Shadow, that's pretty badass. I saw that big screen. That's sick. In the Discord, Zionic Shadow has a picture. I guess they're having a Christmas party. I'm on the big... Like, I'm going to download this picture and cherish it. That is so cool. Thank you, Zionic Shadow. Let's see. Yeah, so in the White Base crew, there's the URL for to join the stream. If you're a YouTube member, it'll show up in that too. But let's start opening this. Oh, Lucas Garrett. All right. Let me get you on here, Lucas, just a second. I'm going to turn down the music just a little bit, actually. All right, and then I'm going to add that. Hey, what's up, Lucas? You there? I can hear you. I'll just leave you on.
How you doing, buddy?
Hey, doing good. How you doing?
Good. Do I sound a little off or am I good?
You are good, but actually, good question, because I'll probably have to make sure I turn you up. Oh, wait, no, I have to do the thing where then I send you over to the live. Okay. Learning this. Okay. Yeah, you should be good, man. What's going on?
Good to go, buddy. How's everything going?
Oh, going good, man. Glad you could join. What have you been up to today? Oh, it looks like we have some
Just
more that are jumping in.
just hanging out with my animals and working, buddy. Just working. I'm at work right now. About to start at around 11 o'clock, so I just needed something to take my mind off that until I start my job.
Oh no, hey man, I get it. That's how it is. I'm always looking for something to escape with. And then yeah, Jedi Sayla joined us.
Hey there.
Hey, how's everything?
Okay, are you able to hear Lucas?
Yeah, I can hear Lucas.
Okay, cool. Do you want
How you
to
doing,
be
Sayla?
on screen, Jedi Sayla? Up to you. You don't have to. Your audio's
yeah,
on.
yeah, sure, why not?
Cool. Yeah, let me do that.
Yep. I'm actually working on a little bit of gunpla myself right now. I just finished the high grade gun cannon. It's this one.
Oh, sick.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have the high grade. That actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's the revive version. Just finishing up right.
All right. Well, cool. Well, Lucas, what's something Gundam related have you gotten yourself into recently?
I'm just playing a lot
There
of
he is.
Gundam build, Gundam Breaker Mobile right now. I'm leveled up to 257 right now. It's apparent, Adam, that they're about to let that game die off a slow death because I'm playing against the same adversaries, monthly. So I wouldn't be surprised if sometime next year they just go offline, But I'm trying to have my fun until then.
No,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I was curious about that. Like, what makes you think it's gonna die off? Because I keep hearing
Because
about like the new what do you call it? Like, campaigns and stuff.
Yeah, they got a lot of new campaigns, but right now I'm playing the Psycho Gundam for like the second time this year. It's like a different power set, of course, but it's pretty much the same, layout, the same, Dynasty Warriors layout.
Oh yeah.
It just seems like, they're just meandering right now, and
Oh, I see what you mean.
it is a mobile game, so they're not going to put all that much emphasis on so
and-
much, gameplay or, because I would just love to actually have like a space battle before, I leave this earth, inside that game, instead of just being always on the ground, Don't get me wrong, it's nice to see Luna 2 all the time, but that's as far in space they're going to allow us to go in that game. And like I said, it's only like the fortress, area of Luna 2. So, like I said, I get to, customize my stuff, make my gun plot look a little bit like Optimus Prime, which is a
Yeah,
fun
you
little gag I
posted that.
did.
That is actually cool in the Discord.
Yeah. Yeah, like the one I recently on got
Okay, I
Southburn.
actually can't hear Lucas on the website, but I can
Yeah.
hear him on the YouTube version.
Oh,
Oh, that's
okay,
weird.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, well-
It shows you're in the stream. I don't know why then I'm saying it's not.
Well,
showing
because
anything.
it's
Hang
possibly
on, let
because
me
I'm
see
literally
here.
on Rendezvous right now, guys. So that's possibly why. And I'm using the the old Samsung
Well, it should work.
web browser on here. So I'm probably going to dip out and then come right back in so I can put it. Are you guys
Here,
going to be
I'm
able
gonna
to
try
hear
and
me
refresh
like?
the page here.
Are you guys going to be able to hear me on the YouTube side, or is
Yeah,
it
it's on
just
right
the?
now.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Because I'm gonna see if you guys can actually hear me on YouTube as opposed to that.
No, yeah, you can't. So that's
But
how the rendezvous works. So like when you guys come in, I pipe the audio.
oh, okay,
Well, it
I
actually
got you.
does it
So
automatically when I add you to the scene. It pipes it. But yeah, I'm surprised Sayla isn't hearing it. It could just be another little technical
yeah,
thing I gotta figure out.
like that
I don't know.
that's often with this, with what we got going, by technical difficulties. But
Yeah, I
the
know.
best part is that we overcome,
Oh,
and that's a good thing. So,
Yeah, and
are you
then
able to hear
learn
me
it.
now, Sailor?
Sailor, you able to hear him now? No.
hang on. Say something else.
Hey,
Testing one, two,
Sailor, how you
three.
doing?
Maybe Sailor's audio is.
Well, I
I,
can
I
hear
can hear
her. And
Adam fine, but I can't hear Lucas.
Oh,
It's
okay,
it's got like the little loading circle.
yeah,
weird. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, that's weird. But if anything, it's got to be the software. It's got to be.
it
Okay.
is. It was
Um.
possibly just rendezvous part, because maybe and
Well,
like I
hang
said,
on.
I can't actually be
Let
on.
me see if I mute the website version, and
Uh,
And
then
then, real quick, I wanted to bring up Nike is asking about the um giveaway. So yeah, earlier I talked about there's like 4 packages that I'll be giving away. I'll slowly
okay.
start doing that as we go. In this, let's see what Cheems. Good to see you. What else do we have in here?
all right. There's probably going to be a lag.
What's up, Sayla?
So because I have the website version.
Oh, yeah, that's too bad.
Hang
That
on.
it's
Now I'm
not
hearing myself a little too much. Hold on.
okay. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started
Yeah, nabbit. All right.
on this. Like I tell you, I get so distracted. I don't even like this kid. I would have been done by now, really, if I could just focus.
Okay.
All right. So, all right. Let's see. Plastic ASMR LOL. Yeah, I guess I opened that right next to the mic. That's funny. Oh, and you're saying make sure you have chat set to live chat and not the default top chat. Yeah, with Wirecast, it's when people join, like I can add their audio in, so everyone's audio is going to YouTube, but for some reason within the app where the Rendezvous app where the guests talk to each other, I guess Sayla can't hear Lucas, but
Yeah.
oh hey,
So now
there
you
you are,
guys can
Lucas.
see me. Now you guys can see me. So I'm just gonna take this
Yeah, let
off
me. Hey,
because
I can put
I'm
you
already
on.
indoors.
I can
Yes,
put
Okay.
you
buddy.
on
Now
the screen. You
now I
hear
can
him?
hear you a lot better now.
Oh,
Good,
nice.
good, good, good,
Yes.
Okay, let
good.
me add the video. Um. Anyway, so but hey, Lucas Garrett, have you looked into? You probably heard of that UC Engage mobile game that's like only in Japan.
Yeah, and I'm looking for that to actually come over stateside.
I
But
hope.
Bandai, like I said, they tried out the Gundam Breaker mobile thing to test the waters to see if there was a market. They see that there is, but there's still this level of territorial protectionism, I think, going on with them, where they don't, at least numbers wise, for them in yens, they're not seeing possibly the returns that they want.
Hmm.
So that's why they're so slow to actually import, these types of games.
Yeah, because
But
they
I
also
think,
have that new one that might be well. I guess that beta, that Eternal. So
hmm
hopefully, if that is successful for them, that will make them bring over UC Engage.
I hope so, man. Because don't get me wrong, I love Gundam Breaker Mobile. It has a lot of opportunities for development, but I just think they're just kind of like they're kind of yanking everybody's chain at this point, buddy. And like I said, I love being able to customize, but that's the biggest thing. You were right when you talked about Gundam Breaker Mobile, and this is not me throwing shade on it. I enjoy it. I play it all the
Yeah.
time, but uh, if they really want to actually make this a gotcha game where people are willing to pay, they have to actually invest in the features that people are looking for, as opposed to just basic Dynasty Warriors, level 1, level 2, which is what they got.
Yeah, yeah, it is interesting. It's like a very like simplified, getting that game out
Yeah.
there, and um, but hey, I mean that probably spreads some awareness to some degree,
Yeah,
for
man.
Gundam.
And
So
like I said, this is a learning experience, but I just have this feeling like next year I'll go back and try to play it, and they'll say that, yeah, all the servers are now down, and we have no
mm,
interest in bringing them back up. Because they've done this before with other mobile games. Everything has a shelf life, as you know.
yeah,
Hmm.
So, especially in
yeah,
the age of the internet, where you see back then, I'm 43 years old, so I remember Super Mario Brothers and getting the full game and whatever. Those
oh
days are
yeah,
done.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
I miss
Yeah,
those
that's
days.
true. And I was even looking something up where there's been, years ago, but not too long ago, but smartphone Gundam games that have come out that seem pretty cool. And then, yeah, they stopped supporting them, so then you can't play it anymore. Because
Yeah.
There you
the
go. Like
newer versions
I
can't.
realized that. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
realized that with Metal Gear Solid Online. That was like on for like years, and then one day they just say, "No, we're closing up shop," and that sucked. Yeah,
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
And then there was that really cool Japanese only Gundam game that's like I forget how many people, maybe 50v50, and it's huge. And I
Hmm.
remember playing it when I first got into Gundam a few years ago. I had to download a VPN to connect to the Japanese servers, then download a patch so I'd have the English. Setting all that up to finally play, and there was not that many people, playing. And I
Yeah.
Yeah.
was like, oh, this seems really cool, but was the work worth it? I don't know.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, these are just learning things, and the sad part is that for them, you have to unfortunately do the work, especially if you really want to play these games. Like I would love to play Battlefield Record 0081,
Hmm.
but I
Oh,
would have to get a translator system and a patch just to be able to do that because that main character, I can actually resonate with him a lot. I mean,
you.
I actually have him in my Gundam Breaker Mobile double, and that's the funny thing about Gundam Breaker Mobile now, where they literally, you get the
Oh, we just lost him. Hopefully you come back, Lucas. I like the video game chat.
Yes.
What? Oh, and what did you say you're working on again, Sailor?
Okay, I just finished the gun cannon, and I'm working on
Oh,
the
sick.
Easy Eight.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a good one. Oh yeah, the gun cannon. And then okay, that's cool. And
Yes. Yeah. I just finished. Yeah. Hang on. I gotta get it out of the box again. Here he
and
is. Here's Kai.
oh, that looks good. Yeah,
Yep.
like I said, I have the master grade version, but having a 144th scale to go with everything else, I
Hmm.
need to do next. Yeah, that's just a classic, cool design that still
Yes.
works,
And
even
it's
though that's
it's
79.
super
Oh,
easy to build too, which I really like. So
okay. Thanks,
if you're looking
Ian,
for a really quick
for
build, this is one of
turning
them.
myself up. Sorry about that. Yeah, guys, continue to tell me what I need to do for the audio. And then I also want to, let me shout out Nike. Um, you're going to win the first giveaway, Nike. So, Nike, reach out to me. I know sometimes on Instagram, I think it is that you've messaged me. I'm going to go ahead and give you that white Zaku 2 G-frame. Reach out, man. Love to send that
Yay.
over to you. I appreciate you asking people to hit the like button because I didn't do that, and that actually does help with reach. So, yeah, there we go. Oh, Ian is saying it's perfect. Oh, Dan Vince, good to see you. Let's see. Anyone else join that I missed? No. Okay, cool. All right.
As
So,
Zionic Shadow says, UC Engage would do so much better here in the States than
oh yeah, the
Gundam
Gundam
Breaker
Breaker Mobile.
Mobile. Yeah.
Exactly. And man, I've played UC Engage like there's and something that Lucas was alluding to was it's hard to play like Battlefield Record 0081 because of
Yes.
the language, and that's the thing. At least it's like I can play these Japanese games. but there is this disconnect, especially with characters, because I can't really read. Hear what they're read and understand what they're saying. So that was happening in UC Engage because they have some badass art in UC
I've
Engage, the
seen it.
animation. Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen it. And it's
yeah.
like, oh god, I really want to play this game, but it's like I don't know I don't know enough Japanese to understand what they're saying.
And that's cool because it's like the game is more of a just an interactive story. Just because you go through
Oh,
the missions to do the
okay.
random like fight, you can auto fight, but then you unlock
That
the animation, and it's really
okay.
good animation.
Hmm.
Neon
Right.
Wave. I have 081. Can't read Japanese, but the game is straightforward enough that you can figure out the mission objectives without an issue. Aside from one mission, yeah. I forget what mission it was, but I just remember I kept dying, and I'm like, what do I do? And eventually it's like I repeated it so much that I was able to, okay, I know I can destroy the Zaku, destroy this. And then I was like, well, I guess I eventually got it. They have the prototype Camphor Engage. Ooh,
Ooh,
that is a good
hello.
idea. Okay, let me get this arm started, because very interesting too how small this kit, the Shining Gundam kit looks. I mean, I guess it's still supposed to be 144 scale, yeah, but I think they were a little smaller anyway, right? Those mobile suits compared
Uh,
to
uh, I do not know that for certain. I would
okay.
guess they are.
Yeah, I think that's that time frame, like after F91, where in universe they scaled them down, but so they could sell the smaller model kits. And then I think they kind of kept that up.
Yeah, I think. Well, I also think there was like an in-universe explanation for having such a
Yeah,
small mobile suit compared to the new Gundam and the Sazabi, which are
yeah, the
big ones.
Minovsky compact reactor. Yeah.
Yes.
Um.
And I found out that the little fins that come out of the shoulders are actually for heat dissipation.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
cool.
know that.
I like that. It's
I wondered what those things were for, and it's like it can't just be for a stylistic thing. There's got to be a function to them.
exactly. It's like they always make sure there's a function to
Hmm.
something. Um. So Shy Guy OC, can you rewatch the cutscenes on YouTube with CC turned on? Yeah. So at least you could do that. But and actually a video I'm working on, I'm gonna show some cutscenes from it but I'm curious about it because sometimes it seems like it's cutting it or YouTube will cut it or block it. Hey Lucas, good to see you back. Let me get you back in that. Hold on a second. Okay, that and then. And that, and then
I think it's my building too. I think it's my building that's doing this.
oh
Because this
yeah, that's
area
cool.
has a bad internet connection, so I might dip in and out. Just let you guys know in the future.
Okay, no, it's fine. And is it you're about to go to work or you're working right now?
Now I'm about to in about 2.5 hours, buddy.
Oh, so
Oh,
you got
okay,
time.
good. You got some time. But no, I was just speaking on what you were saying earlier about like those PS3 games because it's cool that we can play them, but like yeah, the language barrier makes it hard to really get pulled in. And then, because like Unicorn on PS3 is amazing. It's made by the Dark Souls developers, and it's like the controls are awesome, but like you have to read or what they're saying because the controls are very Dark Souls like, and you have to understand how to do it. And it's like, okay, what now? And I'll take out my phone, do the translator, till
Oh,
where it looks at the screen, and I'll be like, okay, so this is this button, and this is that button, but to have to keep doing that, just over time, yeah,
it's
it gets a little
tedious.
tiring. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a hassle, but if you love something good enough, you put in the work. But the sad part is that
yeah,
you have to put in the work,
yeah,
unfortunately, because they're not going to help you out. You have to, and the sad part is with the translators these days, you need to be very careful when getting these translator systems because they might not actually, give you the right translation, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's almost like a general idea of what it could be saying. Yeah.
All
Yeah,
your base
pretty
are
much.
belong to us.
Yeah, classic. You know
Yeah,
what? I have a
exactly.
story, and I don't know if I've told this here before, but when I was in high school, just when that all came out, the all your base are belong to us and all that stuff, and
Yes. Yeah.
during like I guess I remember just in the hallways of the school, people would put up posters of stuff just randomly, about projects or about school. So I got a black poster board, and in white I wrote "All your base are belong to us," and I just hung it in the hallway, and it was there for the rest of the year. And then,
Oh God.
but it got better. So then we went to like Michael's and got like a giant one of those giant like paper like rolls, and we put a banner up during the pep rally, and it said "All your base are belong to
God.
us." And I remember the people in the gym
Oh
were
my
like
God.
looking up and like "All your base are belong to us." And I do have Polaroids.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, I have pictures of
I
it.
can
I'll
only
have to
imagine.
upload
God.
those because that was just classic.
man.
Like,
Days of high school. Oh my God.
oh man, those
Yeah.
times were fun. Yeah, and that was another thing. Like when it came to the video game scene in general, like no one really talked about video games at school. It was just a few people. I think the Dreamcast was the last console that came out when I was in high school, and
Yeah, because I graduated in '98, so that'd be about right. Because I
oh yeah,
think by that time, I think that Sony's PlayStation,
Tom
the
is in
original
the
one,
house.
had actually started. Yeah, yeah.
hey, yeah, Uncle Tom can hear you. I'm gonna add you in there. But what were you saying?
Yeah, yeah. I was saying that when I graduated, Sony PlayStation 1 really was the hot thing,
Yeah.
and that was it, man.
Yeah, that was I remember, and I wasn't a PlayStation guy.
Yeah.
I don't know why that was. I guess at the time it was like I wanted to go where like Sonic or Zelda was. So, okay, Uncle Tom's about to be in here.
Oh, that's okay.
All right, man. Uncle Tom is here. Good to see you, man.
Hi.
Hey.
Yes.
All right.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, and then let me check that audio. Dang, I tell you, it's like to do these things this complex. It's like I need a producer that like does all this stuff. But since this is just like a chill stream, it's like whatever, really.
Yeah.
It's all good. Let's see. Oh, Neon Wave is saying when it comes to translator apps in Google Translate for Japanese, it can barely handle long sentences. Shorter sentences tend to be accurate. Yeah, especially if it's like an action to do. It makes it a little simpler. Dan Vince, LOL, all your bass and the Yada dance pretty much made my first year of college. I remember that Yada. I remember that. That was that it was, and I think that was Japanese as well. I think there was these dudes. I think they might have just been wearing like just underwear or something, and they were just singing Yada. Because I think there was this. Yeah, that was when like, yeah, AOL Instant Messenger was the way to talk to everybody.
Yes.
And I would send links. Me and my friends would be like, "Oh, here's something cool I'm working on." And it would just be the Yada video. This was like a Rickroll before Rickroll. That's funny. Oh yeah, Dan Vince is saying yeah they were a comedy troupe. They danced around in undies with fig leaves on them. Yeah, yeah.
Oh God.
And then that reminds me too. Shortly after that, now I didn't go to college actually, but during that time where I would have been in college, there was the Old Greg, and I think it was like a British thing or something, and then they were like underwater, and it was the most obscure thing, but we would just quote it all the time, like I'm Old Greg. That's all coming back now. Totally. I guess you guys never heard of that then.
Nope, I have not.
No.
That's
I'm
not
gonna
bad.
hunt down the video and I'll put it in Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, more music. All right, so I got a bicep done.
What are you building?
Oh, it's Shining Gundam from 1994, the original Shining Gundam.
Stick.
Are you working
Love
on
it.
anything right now?
Love it.
No, not at the moment.
You posing anything right now? Or
I'm-
what do you
I'm
have laying
out
around?
I have the Converge DO.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I like that.
Chunky little guy.
Yeah, I found it in Black Friday, like the sales section.
Oh, that's neat. I don't even have any representation of the O, and I need to get something like a high grade or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan Vince gets it. You ever drunk Bailey's from a shoe? Yeah, that's definitely a
Oh,
quote
God.
from old Greg. Hey, Dark Samurai Neo, good to see you. Hey, Dan, you know what? You're gonna get the other giveaway.
Is that the another
Dan, so just
Haro?
reach out to me. Oh, look, White Haro with the V-fin. But yeah, Dan, just reach out to me and I'll get you the Sazabi stuff, the Sazabi, the folder and the towel. So, thank you.
Unfolds into the. Got the granddaddy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
They have
tra-
those at Target. That's crazy.
Actually, I got these at Barnes and Noble earlier
Yeah.
today. Yeah.
That's cool.
That, and I also got the Zaku version, and
Cool.
Oh, nice.
and the unicorn. Those were the only ones they had. So.
Well, you know, it's
Nice.
funny.
Very
My
nice.
brother
Is there-
sent me my Christmas gift already, and he didn't wrap it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so I opened it, and it was one of those, but the wing zero or something.
Okay,
Wing,
that
yeah.
that was the one that they did not have,
Ah.
and you know what? That's okay. I mean, these are I'm content with just these three. So
That's cool.
yes,
That is.
they're cute. They're very cute. And I, actually, when the lady rung me up, she said, "Oh, I didn't know we had these." She said, "It's been a long time since we've had any Gundam merchandise." And I said, "Yeah, what's the deal with that?" And she said, "Well." Of course she didn't really know either, but she said, sometimes we can actually order them if you request them. I was like, huh, that's something to think about.
Well, it's interesting that how people will know Gundam randomly.
Yes.
That, like, yeah, yesterday I went to Hobby Lobby because, like, Ian was in Discord, like, live streaming from his Hobby Lobby and showing, like, everything they had there. And I'm like, that's crazy. They have so many Gundams. So I went. They had all the same stuff. I got the real grade Exia. Yeah.
Yes.
And, yeah, when I checked out, even the lady was like, oh, Gundam, my nephew likes this. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So I had a sticker in my pocket for Gundam Explained, so I gave it to her. And I was like,
Yep.
hey, tell them about this YouTube. So
Yeah, and I
Cool.
might have pitched Gundam Explained to the cashier when she rang me up for the Haro stuff too. So
nice.
yes.
Interesting.
That is cool.
Yep.
All right.
But anyway, the last time I was at Hobby Lobby, there was actually a mom and two kids there in the aisle with the all the gun plus stuff, and she said, "Okay, kids, you can pick out one kit." And of course, the kids were just mulling them over. They're like, "Oh, I wonder which one I want. Do I want this one or this one?" And I
feel their
really,
pain.
well, yeah, but I really wanted to tell them this is a really good kit and this one's a really good kit. But it's like, you don't just talk to, kids randomly in a store. But the mom was there, and I was of course giving them like approving looks as they pulled the box off the shelf, and they're like, I was like,
Yeah, there's a fine line. In fact, have you guys heard of Sora the Troll? Okay.
I might have.
Somewhere.
He's a
This is the first time I'm
YouTuber.
hearing this.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber from Japan, and what he does is he tends to, like, in a comedic way, like, critique Japanese culture and American culture. Like, he'll make fun of Japanese people, but he'll make fun of American people that love Japan. And he made this video. It was this point he was making in his video, how in Japan there's a line where you can say "I like children" and people find that endearing.
Right.
And like people playing with children in the park is endearing, but
Okay,
it's like in America you say "I like children" and then people find that creepy, and then they
Yeah.
want to like call the cops on you.
Yeah.
With the side of sautéed mushrooms and
God.
green beans.
But
we desire children. Well, that may take a couple tries, but
No,
that'll be a problem.
well, it's funny because growing up, I remember I liked kids. Like even as I got older, I liked kids.
Well,
It was
yeah.
just there was this subconscious joy that you're experiencing from them because of their innocence, and it's like fun. And then once I had kids, I was like, no, I don't like it. No, I'm joking. But I remember I used to like to play with other people's kids, but now after having kids, I'm like, I'm done. I've had my fill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. It's
Like
funny.
you have your fill with children.
Yeah. Yep, I've had my fill.
You know, it's fun, but because the thing is, you play with other people, kid, because you don't have to take care of them all
Yeah.
the time. And then suddenly you have kid, you probably think the first thing you think like, oh, probably just like when I played with them when I was young, and then you have to pay for almost everything.
Yeah, that's what it is. It comes with that baggage, and then so
Yeah.
not that I'm trying to talk about it. Having kids is wonderful. Yeah, I can hear my son. He's playing VR right now, but yeah, there's that difference. It's like when I see other people's kids, it's like, oh, they're so nice to me, but I wonder what really their devious plans are at home when there's no guests around. But
Right.
it's fun. Let's see. I swear, I gotta get this down. Like, luckily, they have numbers
Now
instead
is
of
that
the kanji.
now
What's up?
is that a
So,
is that like
Adam, I'm sorry, Sailor. Go ahead.
okay? I
Alan.
was gonna
Go ahead,
I
Sailor.
was, okay. I was gonna ask, is that a regular snap build or do you have to glue the pieces together?
No, it's a snap build.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's not like those. Yeah, the other ones, the older ones that tend to have the
Yeah.
glue.
Yeah.
So what's up, Lucas?
Yeah, my question. Yeah, my question was for the Shiny Gundam. Is that the one that actually is able to come apart where you can actually like see the insides of it, kind of like what they do in the anime, where it pops up and shows it, or is it just basic?
Oh, you mean like the shoulders opening up?
The hyper mode.
Yeah, the shoulders open up, the
Yeah, I
helmet,
don't think so.
and the yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of basic, super basic.
Okay.
Yeah, but that would be a good idea because they came out with a God Gundam real grade. They really need to do a real grade Shining Gundam. That would because the God Gundam real grade does have some those gimmicks to it.
I mean, at this
Yeah.
point, any like new real ray would be cool instead of like color spamming like they did with the RX-78 too.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's so many.
Yeah.
There's so many other real grades they could be doing, if you think about it.
I mean, as much as I don't like Iron-Blooded Orphan, I think they fit in with the real ray because of the frame inside. I mean, the HE already did like they almost had the full frame on it.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. So yeah, and that made me think about like Gundam 002. There's a lot of these newer mecha designs that would lend themselves so much better to a real grade than a high grade, and maybe I would appreciate it more that way. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of stuff need a real grade.
Yeah, even Witch from Mercury. Those suits would be badass real grades.
Yeah, I was looking at those while I was watching the anime, and it's like those would actually make more sense as a real grade kit because of all the panel detail. Well, just the panel details and all of the gimmicks that the mobile suit does.
Mm.
And that's
Yeah.
that's just on the aerial though. I can definitely see the Feract or Feract. I can see that one being a real grade.
Let's see. And then Neon Wave is saying, as the only nerd in my family, I am by default their babysitter at family gatherings until they're old enough to be on their own because I know games, cartoons, and anime practically a hero to the kids. Yeah, that's a good point. I think,
That was
kind
me.
of that nerdy nature has that knowledge that usually kids enjoy.
Yeah.
That's probably where that comes from then, of like, yeah, because when I grew up, my neighbor, there were two little girls. I was older than them, but like I'd go over and play, and they would use their My Little Ponies. I'd use my Kenner Alien and Predator, and it wouldn't be anything like violent. We would talk and walk around and all that. But I think I remember one time my parents were like, hey, probably shouldn't bring the Predators over there. I was like, oh, okay.
Aliens versus ponies.
Yeah.
This kind of remind me of one of those scenes in the Toy Story where the the girl playing the Buzz Lightyear with her doll, like they
Yeah.
really give the Buzz Lightyear the makeup to fit in with the dolls or whatever that is.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's a good thing about Toy Story. It kind of represents that part um of playing with toys.
Mm. Yeah.
Neon Wave, you should probably bring or you probably shouldn't bring the predators over there. That's one sentence that'll look bad out of context. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, if without context, it's something else.
Oh, you know what? So Sway was asking what would be some good real grades, and Dark Samurai Neo is saying the Atlas Gundam and the Asmar. Those would be good
Absolutely.
real grades. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
The Atlas is from the Thunderbolt, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Very
it
interesting
is.
suit.
Is there a
Bandit
real
Flower.
okay? Is there a real grade version of the Cubile?
No.
Or okay,
No, but
no.
That's a
I
good one
would love
too.
to see that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I recently did the high grade Cubile revive version. It's a wonderful kit. I love it. So
I think
I'd
most of the
love to see
Levi
how-
kit is cool.
yeah. Oh, and also oh gosh, what's it called? Not the Girazulu, the Rosen Zulu from Unicorn, the purple one with the
Oh,
claws.
what's his name's?
Oh, yeah.
Angelo.
Yeah,
Angelo guy.
that's a good
That
one.
Mhm.
that would be a really good one in real grade. I would
Yeah.
love to see that one in real grade.
We need a
Dead.
Sinanju Real Grade 2.0 because
Oh,
we
yeah,
all know
'cause-
how horrible that thing is.
Ugh. Yeah, I've been told to avoid that one like the plague.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah, I hadn't even
yeah.
seen that. Okay.
Is there a real great high new Gundam?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's a recent
yeah,
release.
The recent one.
The blue one with the wings. Yes, there is a real grade
yeah.
version.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's one of the recent one. It's
Yeah.
actually a good one too.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, I'd
I've
like to
heard
check
that's
that
good.
one out since that is a newer one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, basically, from other Gunpla builders that I've been in contact with, they say that anything before the Exia kit is pretty bad. Everything after it is really good. So
Hmm.
Cool.
You know, Neon Wave, I doubt it'll happen, but I want a Victory Gundam real grade. Why? Because Victory is
Why
my
didn't I
favorite
think
MS. Hey, I appreciate that, Neon Wave. So you know what? Hit me up. I'll get you one of the giveaways. So there we go.
I want
Oh,
to Delta
nice.
Gundam in real grade.
the what in real grade?
The Delta Gundam, the golden one, the Delta Gundam or the Delta
Oh.
Plus.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Hyakushiki.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought it does have-
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
I thought it does have.
Yeah,
a real
kind of,
grade.
sort of.
No, wait, it doesn't have a real grade. Oh,
No,
okay,
like
never
just
mind.
high grade.
Okay, yeah, that's because I know they have the metallic finish high grade. That
Yeah,
one's,
that's
that
the
one's,
Gundam base exclusive.
yeah.
Hey, Tony Riaz, good to see you. Let's see if anyone else join.
Tony Reyes. I doubt it'll happen, but I want to. Oh, you already read that one. Victory Gundam real grade.
Oh yeah. No, yeah,
Nice.
that'd be a good one.
Mhm. I would a variation of the Hexa Gundam. The Victory Hexa Gundam would be good to do.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
true.
Yeah.
I'm not has too much knowledge on something after the Hathaway Flash, so
Oh, I know what would be good for real grade. The 5 main Gundams from Gundam Wing.
oh,
They don't
Yes.
they don't have any real grade ones, do? Oh,
They have the wing
yes,
TVs.
yes they do. I'm sorry.
they have all three of the wings except for the Wing Zero.
Yes, I'm talking
Mhm.
about Death
Death
Scythe
Scythe.
and the other
Mhm.
4, or Death Scythe.
Yeah.
And, I'm sorry, it's very late at night. My
There's so
brain's
many
not working.
things to name from so many
Yes.
different AUs.
Yes.
And
Yep.
trying to build a model at the same time, yeah.
Yeah, because they have a real grade tall geese as well.
Yeah.
And we
And-
have all three of it. The 1, 2, 3.
Mhm.
Yes, and I wonder if there's a real grade Epion out there. I don't think
Nope,
there
not
is.
yet.
Yeah, I don't think
But
so.
that would be a sick one.
That would be very popular if they came out
Yes.
with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of kit. I mean, kind of need a new grade for them.
Yeah.
Real grades of the Shuffle Alliance ones as well. So Rogue, Bolt, Dragon, and the rest. Those could all use a real grade take on them.
Yeah, I wonder if real grades are a lot of work for them, just because we don't see them too often.
Possibly.
Yeah, they're kind of small
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
a lot of detail for how
Yeah.
small they are. Yeah, they're kind of like perfect grade in a sense, like they just release one at a time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This one and
And I tell you, I got spoiled because my first kit was that real grade unicorn full armor. And I was like, this is sick. And then I realized that's like a exclusive line that they don't have many of.
Yeah, they only have the main suit as far as I know. Except for the Zaku, because too many bandized.
Ian's asking, how's the build coming along? Well, I have got just the bicep. I haven't really got too much more done yet, but I'm getting there. Kind of. I've actually got these other pieces already clipped.
Butterfingers moment.
You know what it looks like? This Shining Gundam does have a gimmick with its arm.
Is
It seems to have a little sliding mechanism, so I guess it like opens up for the claw thing or whatever. Oh, 39 degrees out there tonight? Wow, yeah, it's been that here in the morning and at night here in Texas.
Oh, Burr.
Yeah.
That is cold.
Yeah, it's going to be 27 where I am. In the morning, it's going to be about 27, 26, yeah. So that's why I got all this gear on right now.
Oh, man, good luck.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 48 right now,
Nice, like,
and we're expecting temperatures to drop to 32 degrees tonight. Burr.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, wait. 29 degrees at 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Holy,
wow.
holy moly. Yep.
Yikes. Oh well, at least I know I don't have to wake up at that early morning anymore.
That must be very nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, I'm just going to, while it's still in the frame there.
Yeah, this camera is really acting up where I am.
Oh, well,
I don't know what's going on with this. Their system sucks.
Oh. No, it's fine. Yeah, it's only cutting every once in a while. But it's cool that you could join me with all the ways you contribute.
yeah.
I love your comments all the time, man. You always have
Oh,
some
Yeah.
insight.
I appreciate it. I mean, I do the best I can because I don't have a lot of time anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
I take care of my animals. I take care of my nephew, and then of course I have to work. So, what you guys, specifically your show, you and Steven's shows are the ones that get me going through the week. So I
Nice.
appreciate it more. You know.
That's good to hear. I think, too, what motivated me was when I would watch shows of things, and I liked that when I would be doing whatever, I would have someone to listen to, and so, yeah, that was kind of what also motivated me to...
Yeah, it's
this
kind
going.
of fun to have someone share your hobbies and actually listen to you.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally agree. And to learn from, because it's more of it's like facilitating everyone to come together and hang out, really.
Oh, yeah.
And then Dark Samurai Neo was asking what I'm building. Yeah, so you might have not seen it. So it's like I'm doing it in slow motion, but it's this Shining Gundam from '94. So I'll keep that box there so people could see.
Gundam!
Are you building something too, Taylor?
Sailor, you're building something too, right?
Yes, I am. I'm currently... Whoa, excuse me. I am building the Easy 8.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, Sway's saying, how's the trivia going so far, Adam? Well,
Uh-oh.
not so. I haven't done too much with that, but I'm gonna pick that up. So since Steven and I have kind of got this live streaming thing down, our next thing is we're actually gonna start doing some more game streaming. So you'll probably see, yeah, Steven and I having more videos with playing games and chatting. And then kind of that will bleed into next year doing a lot more of the trivia. We lost Lucas for a second. But yeah, so we'll see a lot more of that trivia stuff coming. So yeah, anyone that has access to the Discord, there is a channel of with trivia questions, and I have a spreadsheet in there too, so feel free for people if they want to go to the spreadsheet, add any sort of question. Because, yeah, the idea would be to build that out and then just have some cool shows based around trivia. Dark Samurai Neo, I always wanted to buy the Maxter Gundam. I'm a huge fan of G Gundam. It's just ridiculous and funny, but I love its... so that's good that you're building the Shining Gundam. It's such a beautiful kit. Yeah, I agree. That was the one takeaway from G Gundam was I really like the look of the Shining Gundam.
Yeah,
And-
we don't have a lot of G Gundam kit as far as I know. Like
Yeah.
more recent stuff. Like, come on, man, the newest kit right now is P Bandai's.
Yeah, I know. I was just so bummed because it's like, oh man, I gotta fork over extra money for that.
And
Yeah, the same thing can be said for Robot Spirit as well, because I saw a lot of prototype, which is kind of cool, and they just released like 3.
yeah, and also that Gundam Universe line, they have like the Shining Gundam. I don't know if it's
The Shining Gundam is rumored to re-release. The God Gundam is already released. The Master
Okay.
Gundams is already out there as well.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, it's getting some love. They're trying to get it back out there and spread love around. They just need G Savior. I tell you, they make a G Savior. They need to do that. Let's see.
Anything Universal Century to me right now is cool.
Yeah, that's the thing. Universal Century. It's like you can't go wrong. Yeah. All right. So, where was I at? 1835.
Okay.
So this music I'm listening to is pretty cool. What is this? It's from Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3. Okay.
6.
So right now I'm having fun with this thing. I don't know if this should call it gyms, but it's a Federation suit. Can you
Oh,
see?
the Nero.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
I
cool.
don't know if this thing counts as a gym or not.
I wonder.
It's
The evolution of it, right?
What?
It's probably like an evolution in a way, kind of a standard mass production.
Yeah,
style.
it's a mass production suit. As
Yeah.
far as I know, it's a S Gundam mass production type.
Would that be considered a grunt suit?
I think so. There were like 3 variant of it.
Ah, okay.
Which show was that one in?
I think it was just from the Sentinel manga.
The Sentinel series, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the manga. All right.
Yeah, the Sentinel has a lot of cool
Yeah.
ideas.
And they got a lot of that Verka robot spirits. Like,
Yeah,
There's-
I think most of it is the Verka robot spirit.
yeah,
Okay.
because they're his
Yeah.
designs
Oh.
mainly.
Those eyes lined up. Yes. Looks all right to me.
I always want that robot spirit fast. The prototype full armor double Zeta Gundams, but that thing is too expensive right now.
I know that one is crazy. Like, I was showing my son today in GBO2, like, because you can have that as a suit, and it's just massive. It just takes up the whole screen. Speaking of GBO2, I just saw Ziana Shadow saying, let's do a GBO2 tournament, and we need to, because, like, there's content I'm making for it, and by doing so, it got me, like, it pulled me back in, because there was these new single-player missions that they have available, that you can do co-op, but they're, like, verse AI, and I just missed that game, actually, from playing so much Evolution and SD Gundam Battle Alliance to get back to GBO2. It just feels better. And I
Is
want to
that
show
like
something real
games
quick.
easy?
So there's this
The whole thing,
piece.
right?
I guess it's kind of. It's weird. It's
Oh,
a textured piece. Yeah, and it has an interesting texture. I've never really
Family.
seen a model kit do where. Oh my gosh, how am I? Yeah, there we go.
Yep,
Let's
it's
see.
the van brace that goes over the wrist.
Yeah, and it has an interesting texture that's not like the rest of the model kit. So that's
that
a kind of a little
Oh.
standout aspect of it, actually.
Yeah, it's like a leather texture.
Yeah,
Ish.
yeah, it's very interesting. Like I wouldn't want to paint over that because it already has a nice look to it.
Yeah, you can like leave it out and paint the rest.
If I get to that, I mean, I've painted before, and I want to get back to it, but it's like I see what like Goose does and Steven, and it's like, man, I want to do it properly. So I have like
Yeah.
the airbrush, but then like I need to set up a place to do it because, I mean, I love my house. It's just it could be a little cramped in some areas, and so I want to make sure when I'm painting, I'm not like,
Spraying everything.
yeah, pretty much.
I actually want to try painting as well because I have these Gundam.
Oh yeah, the
Artifact.
artifact. Yeah.
Yeah, the Gundam artifacts. I have like 3 of it.
And it looks cool when I see people on Twitter that have painted those or
Yeah, they
Instagram.
actually hand paint it. It's kind of sick.
And it seems like that would be fun to
Yes.
sit there and detail and yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
got to
you
do that
have
because I have a
special-
Victory, the V2 Gundam of that, the one, the Gunbuster one. Wait,
It's kind
is that
of
what it's called?
detailed.
What's the Victory with the gun, the giant gun thing? I don't think it's Gunbuster. I don't know what. Maybe it
It's
is.
just the Victory Buster.
Oh, Victory Buster. Okay. Oh, Ian is saying he was just talking to his grandpa about painting model kits. That's cool. Yeah, that's
Aw, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool. Oh, Lucas Garrett, I'm unable to get back on due to connection issues at the building I'm working on. Thanks for having me on the live stream, Adam. Yeah, I'm so glad you got to join, Lucas. You're kind of legendary with your comments.
Thank
So, V2 Assault Buster. Thank you, Stormcaller27. Victory 2 Buster or Assault Buster. Thank you, Neo Wave. Yeah. Gunbuster is another mecha series. Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Well, of course, I think the Wing Zero has a Buster rifle. Oh, Buster rifle. That's what it is.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah,
It's easy to get these things confused.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
it's kind of funny because I always saw the argument about which one is better, like the Buster rifle and the beam magnums.
Oh.
Mm,
Oh, I haven't
I
heard
would
that argument.
Say Buster rifle is probably the stronger one. But then again, it depends on which version of it, because there's the Wing Zero from Endless Waltz, which might as well be its own nuclear warhead.
Yeah,
It's not Christmas until the Wing Zero busts a hole in the bunker.
That's true, actually. I think that's like literally true.
Well, it's the same argument from people who say it's not Christmas until Hans Gruber falls off the Nakatomi Tower.
Yep. Or until, should I say it until what Bernie and Christina duel? There's no happy way you can go about that.
No!
No, here we go. It's not Christmas until Al and Bernie go shopping for decorations.
Thank you. That's better. No, don't.
So you guys have any like plans for Christmas? Like
I'm
next
going.
week, I think.
Well, I'm gonna be visiting my parents for Christmas. So
Okay.
That's
that.
nice.
Yep.
Oh, you too? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because like I really literally go out countries.
Yeah, I think my mom might come down. I might see like one of my sisters. I don't know, kind of up in the air. This year wasn't like one where we were really even thinking about it.
Is that your husky in the background barking?
Oh, yeah. I think she wants someone to play with her.
Aw. I only just remembered just now that there was it was probably Reddit, but someone said that they they said Shar Aznavour dressing up in a in his pimp in a Santa pimp suit.
Oh.
Pimp suit.
I mean,
I mean,
what?
yeah, I mean you have all these pictures of Master Asia dressed up in that Santa suit.
Yeah, that's
And,
hilarious.
yes, I know. I just thought that was just the funniest random thing. But I haven't seen. Well, I'm pretty sure there is artwork out there that exists of Char wearing a Santa suit.
I think they are because they kind of fit him well with the red
Yeah.
colors.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of the Rankin Bass thing that I was thinking of, you notice that the Rankin Bass stop motion Christmas specials are all based on Christmas songs. So I was thinking a Gundam themed one would be kind of like the song about Snoopy fighting the Red Baron on Christmas Day.
Oh,
And I was thinking that would be perfect for Gundam.
that's actually a good idea. Yeah.
Yep.
That is pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, big fan of that, and that's something I picked up on. The Red Baron thing, Red Comet. I didn't really pick up on that immediately, but because I kind of like that stuff. I like that World War One like dogfighting culture thingy.
Yep.
There's like a couple movies about that. There's one with James Franco that was pretty good.
Oh gosh, what was the one? Was it called 1917 or what was the one that was filmed in like a single shot?
Oh, I didn't see that one yet. Is that good?
It's very good.
That's Christopher Nolan, right?
I
I'm pretty
think
sure.
so. I don't know. I can't remember. They all start blurring together once you start seeing
Oh,
yet another World War One movie and another World War One movie, and they all win awards and stuff like that. But Netflix recently released another adaptation of All Quiet on the Western Front. This version is in German, but they do have an English dub version of it.
well, I haven't seen that.
I have seen it. It's really good, and there are a few things that it does add that were not in the book, but it provides some really good context as to the context of the war and why the main character and his battalion were sent to those particular battles and stuff like that.
Yeah, you never know with Netflix. It could be hit or miss. I think they just let creators do whatever, and that's why sometimes it doesn't turn out. But
Yeah,
okay, I got an arm done.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty
Does
cool.
it
I kind
come
of
with-
like it. It's better quality than I was thinking it would be.
That was
Does it come like a alternate hand with the martial art pose, or just come with a fist?
No, yeah, that's a good one. It looks like it's just one where it's like the fist, where you just either put in the beam saber. Yeah, but no shining finger.
Come on, man.
Oh, come on. You're going to have a shining Gundam, but no shining finger. Come on.
Yeah,
So that just
interesting.
let them no shining.
Yeah. So fun fact, and this is from Neon Wave, the Red Baron from, man, all these ads keep popping up. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hasbro has made an Optimus Prime that is for Christmas, so I wish that they could make a Gunpla version, which they have Christmas stuff on them, like a Christmas beam rifle.
Oh. Yeah, I
think
did
they
see some,
could.
Gunpla at Hobby Lobby for that, but not the Christmas theme. But from Neon Wave, you've seen, fun fact, the Red Baron from World War I was shot down by a Canadian pilot. Oh, wow. Char
Oh
is
my
red and Amro's Canadian. Coincidence?
Oh,
That's
my
neat. I wonder
goodness.
if that was intentional or not. I got to find that out. That is interesting.
Dan Vince, or excuse me, Lucas Garrett says Dan Vince. He has the ultimate pimp suit, Bismarck Germany helmet, metallic mask, embroidered uniform with white boots. Yep, ultimate pimp suit.
Wait, where do we read those comments again?
Oh,
They're
YouTube.
they're on the YouTube thing. I have the YouTube video running, but I have it muted so that I don't hear myself echoing.
I see. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. Ian's asking, can it do hyper mode? Is that referring to
Shining Gundam.
the Shining Gundam? Oh, no. Nah, it's pretty basic, but it's really cool. Like building this, I'm seeing the quality in this.
Like, you know, Bandai's like the boss ever since.
Was that what it's really from? It's from like Bandai making sure they're. Yeah, I guess so because 91. Yeah, when did Bandai
Does it really look like
start
that?
taking over?
I think it's 1980 something, but I can't remember well.
Yeah,
What was
because
19
between the suit that I built from 91 that was horrible, and then this one that's 94, huge leap in quality.
I guess that is. Huh. That's real. Huh. It's just I'm not used to building a headpiece that has like the white, like you know,
Oh,
the
the chin.
like
Yeah.
the chin, the red. I call it the tongue, or
Oh.
because it's usually a red color, but
Yeah.
apparently this one is just a red sticker that goes on the tip there.
Oh.
easy.
Wow. Easy. I'm surprised they make it a sticker.
Yeah.
Not a color separated piece. Wow.
Yeah.
Shame on you. No, it's still that's weird. That is weird.
Well, I'm gonna get this thing.
Oh, slight echo from Sayla, huh? Well,
Huh? Hang on a second.
Oh.
Slight echo from me. Turn off.
Well, yeah. Lucas was right.
all around the time of the first compilation
it's
movie.
like 1980s,
So that was like, yeah, because I saw how popular it was.
a year after the first Gundams things.
Okay. So yeah, I guess they just generally over time just had to improve anyway.
You're on ice. Darth Vader on ice. Yep. Okay. All right. This one over here because
Darth Vader on ice sounds better than Darth Vader in a canteen.
oh.
If you're an Eddie Izzard fan, you know why. Oh, never heard of that.
I am going to have to panel line this head. There's so much detail on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Lady Death reference. I approve.
Yeah, I don't know. Lady Death, is that? Oh, from unless it's referring to. No, that was something else. Yeah, I don't know Lady Death.
Not familiar with that. I remember the bit about Doctor Who, though.
And we know Doctor Who's.
Yeah.
It's surprisingly color separated. Your model kit, yeah,
Oh, mine.
yeah. I think it surprisingly had a lot of colors for the.
Yeah, and it does have. It's not too many, but
Yeah,
it does have some. I guess this is kind of standard, even for today.
yeah.
So
Some kit today has more sticker than that.
yeah, yeah.
Give me a second.
Squeaky haunted house door.
Yeah, that's my door.
So yeah, Doctor Who. I have only watched the one with what's his name? He was the guy that ended up being Destro in the GI Joe movie, but I forget his name.
What
Not
kind
the
of
David
clothes?
Tennant. I think it was
What clothes was he wearing?
just all black.
That's Christopher Eccleston.
Oh, okay, that's his name. Totally
Yes.
forgot.
Yeah, he was. I think he was also the bad guy in the second Thor movie. Yeah, he was one of the elves, so he had a whole bunch of prosthetics on.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good, and then I watched the Doctor Who. I started the Doctor Who after that, and I don't know, just couldn't get into it. Makes me want to. Oh yeah, okay, Chris Eccleston, yeah, Dan Vince, also the one with the buzz cut and PTSD. It makes me want to actually go back and watch it because I remember when I watched that Doctor Who, like the intro music was pretty badass, and then I thought each episode reminded me of Twilight Zone in a way.
Yeah, kind of.
With the way the episodes were, how it's like interesting, thought-provoking situations.
Yeah,
I think Neon Wave is asking you something.
Oh, by the way, Anne, I don't think there was an update to how far you are in Victory Gundam after your rundown of the first episode. How far are you in thoughts so far? So actually, I have completed it totally. I just wanted to do that video for the channel because I want to cover it more. Because yeah, Victory was an early one I watched because I went the original Zeta and then I jumped to Victory because I couldn't find Double Zeta anywhere, and I love Victory. I think it's on par with like the other ones. I would even I don't know. I would say I like Double Zeta just because it connects with Zeta, but Victory Gundam on its own works on its own. Like it doesn't have baggage of, even though it's in the timeline, it's like so far removed, but it does all the things. I kind of like the setting. It has that like almost like a halo ring at the the main thing at the end.
Yeah.
I like the design of the suits too. Even the Gunny Z's that were like the support for the Victory. Yeah, all cool stuff.
I think the Double Zetas, as far as I'm concerned, does not relate it to the future stuff like Charles Counterattack or Unicorn.
Well,
or maybe just the design of the suit.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Some of the things they do in Double Zeta, there's not a direct evolution necessarily when then it comes to the future ones. They seem to kind of more piggyback off of the Zeta styled influences. Yeah, because Double 79 had a specific style, Zeta, and then Double Zeta just borrows the design influence of Zeta. Yeah.
If we talk about the suit design, the only thing I can think of when it's the same thing at Double Zeta is the Theta Plus, the one in the Moon Gundam.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That thing was cool too. I kind of want a kit out of it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, got it panel lined?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, not sure if that's gonna
focus.
Because I've got a really lousy
Oh,
one of
webcam,
the
but
clones,
I'll take a picture of it. I'll take a
Cool.
picture of it and post
one
it
of
on
the
Discord.
clones from Double Zetas is in the unicorn.
Yes,
Yeah,
Marita.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
the new type clone, cyber new type clones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Although
she
I
has.
do like that then Judo is in future Gundam
Yeah, and the
anyway. He's with
Crossbone,
Crossbone. Yeah. So I'm
Yes.
glad that that's
Old.
a connection.
Still need that crossbone anime.
Oh, what one was that, Tom?
Wait,
That
no.
you're holding up?
The Nero.
Oh, that was near. Oh, nice. Oh, cool
Beautiful.
pose.
I would think it's something like this.
And it has
'cause,
those like, thrusters on the back.
yeah,
That,
like it had like 4 fuel tanks on it.
ah, okay.
It was
That's a good
supposed to
one.
have 2 more on the legs, but it's kind of fragile. So I
Oh.
don't want to put it in.
I understand.
Oh, the head is complete. Okay. I just.
With victory theme on gender roles different in tradition, this would be interesting topic to talk about it. Also, I couldn't really figure out the moral message of the series.
The moral
Looks like-
message. Yeah.
Looks like Victory is going to be next on my list.
Yeah.
As soon as
It's
I'm
pretty
done-
cool.
Soon as I'm done with Turn A, because I had to drop Turn A in order to focus on G Gundam.
Oh.
Hey,
Yeah, you know-
that's not a bad thing. That's not.
No.
It's cool.
Oh, that's looking good.
Yep.
Yeah, when it comes to victory, yeah, about a message, that's a good point. Or a theme or some sort of moral. Yeah. Oh, hey, Nike, you're back. The one thing I got from it was kind of not that it was a moral message or theme, but like we're seeing Earth in a different state. Almost itself is in this like post-apocalyptic state, and even the antagonists that show up, they're using a guillotine. So it's almost like they use a guillotine to do public execution. So it's like almost like reverting back. It's almost like we're seeing, due to war, humanity's almost like set back in their ways.
Yeah, it's kind of like it.
Yeah. Because even like the main characters you meet at the beginning, they're hiding out in the wilderness. Like that's where they're all hiding out and camping out or whatever. And it reminds me of Zelda. Like the music too is very Ocarina of Time-ish, and yeah, there's a lot of the forest imagery at the beginning. And then I think it's the youngest that a protagonist is, because I think he's like 13. So
13. Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Gundam shows has this aspect. Human civilization revert back decades.
In I will say though, also
That's a
as
comment.
far as protagonist goes, he has the most respect for who's considered like the female friend. That's it's not necessarily a love interest, but just a friend, and he seems to be a more respectable character. Maybe the teenage angst hasn't fully come out yet, but
That's what I was thinking
yeah.
too.
It's you know what though, this discussion reminds me, it was on Twitter where they were translating a Gundam writer's interview, and he said something like he thinks it's interesting how people will bring up like morals that this show is trying to give when really there was no intention of that. It was
Yeah, we just want to enjoy the show, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes you can't help but want to think, and you never know. Sometimes subconsciously, a writer might be sending a message they don't mean to, but it's just how they view the life, through their eyes, and so it's interesting to talk about anyway. But yeah,
When I see a new Gundam's anime, the first thing I always thought of, okay, are we gonna get this as a toy or not?
yeah,
There's a lot of kids, it's cool, but they don't have toys.
Well, yeah, that was actually my first thought when I saw the new Zaku's for Kukuru's Doan's Island. I took one look at them and like, they made those specifically to sell Gunpla.
Oh.
There is nothing you say that's going to change my mind from that.
Yeah, I mean, if the Gundam show is good, so it's
I mean,
an
that's-
anime.
I mean,
If it
that's-
somehow sucks, it's like a long, super long Gundam commercial.
Yeah, it's like, hey, it's not a total loss. We can sell merchandise of it and get
Yeah,
our money back.
that's true.
Yeah, I think the purpose of the animes is to sell the kit and then
Well,
use
there's
that money to like compensate for the movies.
yes, and I think I can't remember who said this. It might have been Clownfish TV. I cannot remember who said it, but they said that when studios make anime shows, they have to sign these deals with toy companies
Yep, yep.
for merchandising. They have to enter into a merchandising contract because that's how they make their money back
Movies.
from the production. I
Yeah, it
could,
is
I could,
interesting.
I could be wrong as to
No,
my source though, but
I
I
think
do remember someone saying that.
yeah, I think they take that stuff seriously now, and we can just look at like Star Wars with George Lucas, where the company's like merchandising, and then he's like, no, I want the rights. And like, okay, fine, and then it ended up being like a huge deal, and that's what works. Like, and I think sometimes it comes off very capitalist,
Well,
but at the same time, like when I got into Gundam, there was the main pillars that got it for me was the toys, the shows, the video game, the music. Like all four of those things are awesome. So it's like even if they're selling things and they're making sure it sells, they're making it awesome. It's like you can try to sell things just to make money, but it can turn out crappy. But they are
yeah,
really at least putting effort, into what
Yeah.
they're doing.
Like I think what was it called? Pacific Rim Uprising.
Yeah.
The show is average to me,
eh,
but somehow the toy is really good. Like from Diamond Select, the toys looks nice, and
yes,
the Robot Spirit also cool as well.
Yeah,
I
those are
kind of
popular. Yeah.
original Pacific Rim robots.
yes.
Yeah, that's a good point because even I saw the first and second movie once, and that was it. But you can people love the designs, and people still buy that stuff.
Well, I got into Pacific Rim because it was a Guillermo del Toro movie, and because I was most familiar with his
Yeah,
Hellboy work. So it's like, oh, this would
Blade
be
2.
interesting.
That's
Yeah,
where I first.
and Blade 2 and
Yeah,
Pan's Labyrinth. So
yeah. For me, it was Blade 2 was the first time I heard of that director. So then I went, no, actually, he did something before that. The Relic, or is that someone else? Let me look that up real quick.
Yeah,
The
I know
Rep-
him from Pacific Rim because I like
No,
Meg.
that's Peter
No.
Hyams. I don't know. There. Let me look up Guillermo del Toro real quick. I'm not.
Yeah.
I
He did
can't
a
even
lot.
spell his first name correctly. I just put G's, U's, I's, and L's together. And okay.
Guillermo.
Oh, good job.
Well, I
Um,
know I know enough Spanish to be able
Oh.
to spell these things.
Okay. Mimic is the movie I'm thinking about. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that one.
Mimic. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's cool. And then the director. And then I heard he was making Blade 2. And then, I think after Blade 2, I went back and watched Pan's Labyrinth.
Yes.
But I didn't really connect with that movie. I don't.
Well,
Wow.
Pan's Labyrinth was completely in Spanish, so I had to watch it with
Yeah.
subtitles. But
Sailor wins the spelling bees for spelling his name. correct.
wait, who said that?
Ian.
Oh,
Ian.
Ian. Oh, thank you, Ian.
Oh, hey, Brian. Good to see you.
Brian.
But yeah, that's the thing. I didn't really need to know how to spell Guillermo. I just typed in those random letters and then it auto-corrected. That's
Yeah,
how I'm
G-
going to
It's
become...
Yeah, when in doubt, just type in GDT.
Oh,
You
yeah,
just
there you
type
go.
in the director of Pacific Rims. That's it. That's way more easy.
Fun fact: when he was filming Pacific Rim, the little girl who was playing the younger version
I think
of
that's Mako. Yeah.
Mako, yes, the younger version of Mako, she couldn't pronounce his name correctly, so she started calling him Totoro-san, like Totoro.
Oh.
That's funny.
Yep, she started calling Totoro-san. It's just adorable.
You know what? That lady, the older version of her,
Hmm.
is in this badass show on HBO Max called Tokyo Vice.
Oh yes, that one. Yes,
That's
yes.
so good. That is like I need to watch that again. That's a show I
I
could watch again.
I need to finish that one, but it
I,
was really good.
I was so sad when it was finished because like the season 2 like it the show sets up something that never gets resolved. And then the season 2, I don't even think they've started development yet.
Mm,
Pacific Rim is pretty cool. I like it. Oh, a whole
Oh, the
lot.
robot.
But still feel super realistic, like something out of real life.
Yeah, you know what? I might revisit it now that I'm like super into Gundam and I appreciate the robot genre more.
Yeah, I always have a thing for robots, like since I was a kid.
You know what? I did too, but I really think the stuff that I had access to was never really fully realized. Like I loved RoboCop. Like I liked that
RoboCop was
idea.
cool, especially the design of the 2014 suit. Yeah, the black suit is super cool.
I liked. You know, I didn't mind that movie at all. Really. I mean,
I think the movie is fine.
yeah, it wasn't horrible, but yeah, I do like those designs. Yeah, even the new design was cool, and even that like the redo design of the old suit that they had in it. But yeah, it was mainly Exo Squad that was like the most mech I had in my childhood. It just there wasn't a lot to that, and that's funny how I never really sought it out. Except yeah, I played that game on the Dreamcast because I was like, cool mech game. And then I always remembered Command and Conquer. I think it
yes.
was Tiberian Sun where they introduced the mechs in it, the Wolverine and the Titan.
It's
I lo-
been a while. But
yeah, I
do, I,
loved.
I do know which game you're talking about, but
Yeah.
it's been a while since I do remember the Red Alert games.
Oh
So
yeah,
the,
Yeah, I have the
sequence.
same opinion with Dark Samurai Neo.
yeah.
Transformers, I think.
Transformers, the G1 Transformers, in the Transformers, the G1 movie was the thing that was the most, a lot of repeats, closest to me being a mecha show. Was that so I've seen the first 3 Transformers movies, couldn't get into them, but is there like a really good one?
If we talk about movies, I think the Bumblebee is the most decent one. The
Oh.
first 3 Michael Bay stuff is cool too. I think what he's saying here is the G1 in the 1986 movies,
Oh,
which is like a cartoon thing. It was good for a um, Transformer movies at the time because that's the first time they kill off Optimus Prime.
yeah. Gotta say, I remember watching Transformers on TV when it was airing, but I couldn't get into it because of the sentience. Like,
Yeah.
to me,
Yeah,
even as a
far
kid,
I know.
The
I
talk.
was
They,
like,
they are robots, but they are aliens at the same time.
yeah, to me that kind of took away from that real grounded mechanicalness. And it's crazy because I had a friend who is like super into Transformers. Like he has them all the old ones. He even has duplicates. He spent money like he has a storage locker I think that's like decorated with all of his Transformers and like so I get it, but like I could never. And then you know it's funny because he's liked Gundam, but he never brought it up to me because he just figured I wouldn't care. And this whole
I
time he
think
like
I know what Lucas is trying to sing right here. The theme songs of the '86 movie.
oh you got the power
It's
yeah
kinda ear-catching.
The '86 movie, was that the one with Unicron and?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one with where Leonard Nimoy voiced the bad guy.
I think all of it, right?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Mark Ross,
and Orson Welles, really prolific actor throughout the 20th century. He voiced Unicron, and I think that was one of his last roles before he passed away. Yep.
I didn't get into Transformer because of G1. It's more like the Michael Bay's movies.
Oh, interesting. You know what? Like I kind of like those designs, but I couldn't get into the movies.
It depends on the taste. Some people like it, some people doesn't. It's fine, I guess.
I think it's because I like became a movie snob like in high school. Like I really got into cinema. You know, that's when I first wanted to be a filmmaker. and there's so many things I would want to make in a movie, and that made me, like, unfortunately not appreciate some films. But then I'd go back sometimes and be like, okay, I want to be able to like it for what it is. But yeah, I would watch that's funny. I would just watch so much Japanese cinema in high school, and I would order from the certain website. Everything was subtitled, but they had like really cool, obscure movies that just didn't come out here. Returnal, or no, no, that's a game. Returner, the Returner was one,
I
and
think I heard
then
of that before.
oh, what is it? The Japanese Evil Dead. I forget the name.
Oh,
Like in the forest, and they're like, it has awesome martial arts. Um,
It's kind of funny because I never liked animes to start with.
yeah, that's interesting.
Yes, I would like the whole. I remember my high school's class, like they always liked these animes, and because I never watch it, so I always like make fun of them. They're just like some make fun between friends. And then when I go to college, I will start getting into it, and I see,
Yeah.
this is. I
yeah.
wonder if this is why they get into it. It's kind of addicting for some reason.
Yes.
Yeah. I will say, growing up, it was like I like the Ghostbusters cartoon, Ninja Turtles cartoon for
Yeah, that's
sure.
what my thing before I got into this stuff.
Is Ninja Turtles? Yeah. And then for me, after Ninja Turtles, it was Star Wars. I think it was like a weird gap where I was like Batman a little bit, but it was only because of the movies. I never got into the comics.
I actually got to read a few comics,
Yeah. My
but
my
I
own
cannot remember all of them because there were too many of it.
my only exposure to DC in earnest was the animated series. So Batman
Yeah,
the
the
animated
animated
series,
series is something, man.
Oh yeah.
Justice League Unlimited. Those
Yeah,
were,
that was my thing before.
yes.
Oh, Midnight Hatter, good to see you. What about Korean cinema? Yeah, so Midnight
I've
Hatter.
heard about.
Good to see you, Steven. Awesome to hear. Yeah, there was a bunch of Korean movies. There was this one, oh man, Natural City. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Badass Korean movie called Natural City. Um, and then some creepy ones. Yeah, there's actually a lot of good Korean cinema.
Do you folks remember the live action Ninja Turtle films from the 90s? Yeah, I think I did see
Yes,
it.
man.
It was
So if you
weird.
guys watch Red Letter Media, they just did I forget what they call it, where they reviewed the first movie. I remember being in line for that first Ninja Turtle movie, and like everyone, I saw people from my kindergarten grade there. It was funny, and the same movie theater is not too far from me. It's not a movie theater anymore, but I remember being in line outside. Everyone was there to see that movie, and like looking back, like that movie was so good. Like how they got away with making like a kind of a dark Ninja Turtle
See,
film, considering the cartoon
for
was,
kids, right?
yeah, even though the comic was dark, but the cartoon set the stage of the mass appeal. And you know what? I appreciated the second movie too. It was a little lighthearted, and I think, hey, we got a dark film, now we get a light one. And I will also say I didn't mind the third one, even though you could tell the effects weren't as good, but I love the time travel aspect, going to Japan, ancient Japan, feudal Japan. Yeah. Oh yeah, the CGI in those new ones, like, yeah, it's just, and it ages bad. That's the thing with CGI. It can age bad, and the second CGI Ninja Turtles movie wasn't bad story wise, but like, and sometimes like if the camera was obscured and you could see like someone doing the martial arts because the motion capture was able to map it on and look good. But that's what they need to focus on. They need to focus on the martial arts first. So if that means they need to go back to like suits, so that it looks way more natural. Man, I would love if they did that.
Yeah, a lot of movies like super old and they still have okay quality if we count as today's standard.
Yeah, I mean, and I wonder what movies today are doing the. Oh yeah, Ian is saying what I'm about to say. I miss more practical effects use, but love when they are able to get the CGI looking really good. And I think CGI is good when you're using it to support the practical effects.
Lord of
Yeah.
the
And
Rings.
a lot of people don't like, Alien vs Predator 2 Requiem. I liked it. I even though when I watch it I skip the human talking parts, but
Same thing.
the practical effects of the Predator, like it's enough. Like what comes built into practical effects is hiding the parts that would look fake from the practical effects. That naturally adds more element of mystery to what you're kind of showing. Whereas when you do CG, they go all out, so you're seeing like everything, and it's not as interesting. Yeah.
I like the TMNT movies a lot for CGI. Is that the new TMNT, the more recent TMNT or the older
Oh,
ones?
there's that. I think there was a 2007 one that was all. Yeah, Ian's asking to. Yeah, show this, and I gotta say, for a Mezco figure, this is the more I use it, the more I'm disappointed. It's very limited in articulation. Oh, you know what? I did get something yesterday. It's the one of the Obi-Wan um, from the show. I think it's
Oh,
just a really cool figure, especially at this scale.
Hello there,
hello there.
General Kenobis.
Did I get
I
anything
can
else
I
cool
can do I
recently?
can
No,
pretend
I
it.
think that's it.
I always have a thing for General Grievous when I was younger, because
Oh yeah,
that's the first time I saw a
we all do.
human cyborg, four arms,
Yeah.
killing machines.
Yeah, that was cool.
When I saw him like spinning all four of the beam saber, I'm like, damn, this thing is sick.
Yep.
Like how the Jedi kind of kill it is kind of problems. And then I think that guy, Miss Fisto, yeah, just completely destroy him in a duel in the cartoon.
Mace Windu, I think, did that.
Oh, no, it was one of the episode in the cartoon. I don't
Oh,
think I
which
remember.
which cartoon? The CGI cartoon or the
I think it was
animated one?
the 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 Clone War where they have that 3Ds.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
duh.
I think there was
Yeah,
an episode that the Miss Fisto like
Kit
really
Fisto.
close to killing him. The green guy, you know?
Yeah, Kit Fisto.
Yeah, I think he did give General Grievous a run for his money.
Well, I do remember in the 2003 version, I think it was Mace Windu who
Yeah, I think that.
choked him and gave him the cough that
Yeah,
he had in the
Oh
movie.
yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
yeah. There was one of the scene, and then we have the live action movie where Obi-Wan Kenobi like kill him on the
Just
spot.
shoots him.
Yep.
In Lucas Garrett is saying it was the 2007 that 2007 TMNT movie that was all CGI, but it's apparently good, and it's supposed to be a continuation of the live action movies from before. I actually never saw it. I probably should go back and watch it.
I
Because
saw
in, like, I think it was 2017, maybe 2016, I forget when exactly, but there was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle party. A local guy rented out a venue, got Vanilla Ice, people in Ninja Turtle costumes.
Interesting.
Kevin Eastman was there, and I got to meet him.
Oh,
And there were some other people that would. Oh, what's his name? Eddie, the guy that played the kid in the second movie. Why do I keep forgetting his name? Because he's not in a lot of stuff,
How
unfortunately.
much pizza was there at the party?
Oh yeah, there was a ton of pizza. It was
Yeah, it's the
oh
main team.
Neon Wave.
So
Yeah, it was great. I have pictures. I have to send them because I wore a Ninja Turtle suit with like a orange bandana, and then my wife had a Donatello costume.
nice.
I'll have to get the pictures. That was fun.
I saw some 3D inch 75 in Black Series figure yesterday and thought of you, Adams. Said,
Oh yeah, the Star Wars stuff. Yeah, yeah, I love those figures. There's something about it. They're like classic, but they're the best. They're the best action figures made at that scale. Even though Joy Toy, Acid Rain, those figures are really good. Like
but
the
no,
Star
low
Wars
expensive.
ones are high quality. And this didn't happen. So once Disney bought Star Wars or whatever, they ended up canceling that line. And then they brought them back out and called them Black Series, but they were smaller and they weren't that great. And then I don't know what it was, enough fans complaining, but now they come back and they're totally retooling them with all new engineering. It's like top of the line action figures at that scale because they do the real 3D face print. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I order I get those Gundam action figures that are that scale, but they're nowhere near the same quality, even though they're like double the price. It's pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
Hasbro has a lot of potential when it's come to like mass product action figure like for kids.
Yeah.
Oh, are we talking about the action figures of like Char and the
Yeah.
Xeon? But yeah, those. As much as I like the Char figure that I have, it's definitely not worth the $60. I would say
Yeah.
it's more like a $30.
Is it a
agree.
3 inch as well? Or like
Yeah, it's a
yes,
little taller, but it's I put those pictures on Instagram recently where I had like Char and
yeah.
Darth Vader standing near
Yes.
each. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've done that too with Char interacting with my Star Wars Rebels characters. So,
That's
yeah.
great. I think they should make it into a just figure art rather than those scales.
Well, it's interesting because, and I think though, the more popular scale is really 6-inch, but
Yeah.
I just prefer the smaller scale. It's just more in line with building dioramas and.
Yeah, like you
I
have more space and
Yeah.
more options. to
Yeah, more
choose.
shelf space too.
And here's the other thing. It reminds me of the term uncanny valley. The bigger the action figure is, the more it looks like a fake
Not you.
thing.
Yeah.
But when they're really small and you're taking pictures, far away in groups, like they look more realistic in a
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
it's a weird thing.
that's why I never touch a single master grade or a perfect grade before.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I want to get a perfect grade.
I would love to get
The
perfect grade.
Unleashed?
Perfect grade unleashed. Yep, that is my holy grail.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
I always think that if I have space, I would get a perfect grade Exia.
Ooh,
Oh, that's cool.
that
thing
that,
has the
that would
whole-
make a cool perfect grade.
Yeah.
It has the whole LED thing, and it's not as expensive as the unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nike was asking, does anyone remember Venus de Milo or Milo? I didn't know how to pronounce it. And then Midnight Hatter saying, yeah, that show, the live action show from Ninja Turtles. That's a good point because I was done with Ninja Turtles as a cartoon. And I think this was around the time of Power Rangers, perhaps. And then there was a live action Ninja Turtle show, and it was actually pretty good. I was so shocked. And I thought it was amazing. I was watching this, and yeah, then it got shut down. And I think they even did a crossover. It might have been like by the time I wasn't watching Power Rangers. I think it was like In Space or something.
Oh yeah. They have an episode where Ninja Turtle and In Space Rangers cross over.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly, the Ninja Turtle were controlled by the antagonist of that episode.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was again. There's something about people being in suits doing acrobatics like that's entertaining. There's a Jackie Chan movie called Wheels on Meals. It's either that or it's My Lucky Stars. Actually, I think it's called My Lucky Stars. It's him and it's like his other martial arts buddies. There's a scene where Jackie Chan has to go in a haunted house and he's wearing like a cartoon character suit. He's like, and he talks like Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
And he's in the house and like he's being attacked by like samurai and stuff and he's like doing all his martial arts. And it was like so sick. Like, yeah, My Lucky Stars. Let me see if I can find the scene. I want to put it in the chat.
Yeah.
If we talk about Jackie Chan, the only thing that come up to my mind is Rush Hours.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm a
I got out where you go
huge
this way.
I'm a huge Jackie Chan fan. Like, and I've met him as well. That's how big of a
You met him?
yeah. I met him at a
You
Target.
Sick.
Yeah, it was when his
Where?
book came out. He was doing
a book
yeah.
signing. Okay, okay.
Not, just, but I like to lead with that. I met him at Target, but no, he was doing a book signing at
Yeah, but-
Target.
Okay, yeah.
But
I
meeting
got it.
him in real life is already cool enough, even though it's like
Yes.
the book signing thing. But
Yeah, and I got to shake his hand. I mean, he was like, "Thank you," and that was it. Like, because there was like everyone in line, and I remember
Yes.
there was a lady there organizing it, and she was like yelling at everyone's like, "Everyone, get back, get!" And then Jackie Chan's in the background going like, "Ooh," like this, like doing his funny thing, like as if like the lady's being scary, and I was like, "Oh, this is great." Yeah, that was some good times.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, even Neon Wave saying, yeah, that scene was not in Wheels on Meals, but that is one of his best films, in my opinion. Has one of the best fight scenes with, the U.S. kickboxing guy, Benny the Jet, Urquidez, or whatever. Yeah, those classic Jackie Chan movies are like the best. It even goes back. There's this one, I want to say it's called like Snake Crane Fist or something like that, and that is a badass Jackie Chan movie because it's like where it's ancient. Well, not like it's ancient China, but it's more of a non-modern China, and
Yes.
he just acts like a badass. Then that's all it really is. It's like he happens to have this form of kung fu he knows, and he's a good guy, but like no one can mess with him. And it was just, those movies are great.
Snake in the Eagle Shadows. That's
Oh, Snake in the English. Okay, cool. It was his first proper film. Yeah, thanks, Neon Wave. Man, you know your stuff.
Yeah, man.
Man, I used to have that YouTube video saved of him in that costume scene. I'll try to find it. Yeah, anything that has Jackie Chan and his friends like Sammo Hung and Yuen Bio. I don't know how to say his name. That like those guys. Well, if I find the clip, I'll. Now I feel like I gotta watch a Jackie Chan movie tonight. Now that I'm seeing. Yeah, and that's right. I think I mentioned this on Steven's podcast a while back, but I discovered a movie. And now I forget the name. It starred Jet Li. Came out in like '95, and he plays a bodyguard / stunt double for this like Hong Kong superstar, action star, and it's actually like someone pretending to be Jackie Chan, and it's hilarious.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
Okay.
I can't remember the title of it though.
Yeah, I have to look that up. That was a good one. Oh, Dark Summer Neo taking off. All right, man. I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Neon Wave. Jackie Chan was in the anime live action City Hunter. Yeah, that was an interesting watch for me because again, I didn't know anime when I watched that movie, and it was just funny seeing Jackie Chan act that way. I mean, he was even like dressed up like Chun-Li in a scene. Yeah. You know what? I'm telling you, because I saw they were talking about Warhammer, the a Warhammer 40,000 movie. I feel like it just has to happen. They just need to make it in, like in the style, I guess, of a Star Wars. Obviously, it would have to be a little more violent, a lot more violent, but
A
just,
little more violent.
just,
A lot
but
more
just
violent.
the idea of setting up the world, like introducing the audience, and just immediately they're talking about the Emperor and all their things. I just don't know if it would be from the point of view of the Empire, the Imperial Army, or because they're more the human like, or it would be the Space Marines. Even though you wouldn't, I would assume you wouldn't see their faces, just because they're more engineered.
Well, aren't the Space Marines part of the Empire, or am I thinking of something else?
They are, but a lot of times they're like in separate missions.
Separate factions. Okay.
Yeah, they're like separate because they do different things. But I mean, because you would think it would be like a Tyranids thing. In fact, there's the video game Space Marine, and then Space Marine 2 comes out next year, and that's with Tyranids. Yeah, the Blood Angels, I think I'm thinking from the first Dawn of War game. Like, that has a good story they could go through, because that introduced me to Warhammer 40,000. Oh, Midnight Hatter brought up a good point. I hope it goes the route of Game of Thrones and you get a little of every side. So, haven't watched Game of Thrones, but I kind of understand what he's saying there, because there are so many different sides to learn what their plans are, what they're trying to do, and then where they cross over or where they betray. And I would love like a Necron episode. The Necron are badass. That would, yeah.
I'd like to see the Orcs faction just for laughs, because I can't stop thinking of that spoof song of "What a Wonderful World," and it's sung by the Orcs from 40K.
You know what? That's a very good point I didn't think of. I feel like Orcs in 40K, they would have to dumb that down. I almost feel like their goofiness would almost be too much. They would have to play it more they're dumb than kind of the goofy.
Yeah.
Just because I really feel like that would be so serious.
Yeah, I know. But still, they somehow gotta balance out, all the grim dark stuff, because from my very limited knowledge of 40K, it's like the textbook example of grim dark.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? Henry Cavill. Oh, what were you saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was about to read that question.
Oh, yeah. Because, Hatter's saying, where would Henry Cavill fit in the Gundamverse? Is he a UC character? And my default thing is it would be UC, and he would be, even though he's old, he would be bright.
Yes.
Yep.
I was actually just thinking of that. I was like, well, Henry Cavill is available now. What if he wants to do something Gundam related?
Yeah.
You know what?
Imagine that price snap.
Give him a mustache, and he would be Rumble Raw.
Yes.
That would be excellent.
Oh, dude, why didn't I think of that? Oh.
If he being a bright Noah, imagine that price snap. Dude,
there was another live action Rambo Raw idea that I was thinking of earlier today, and it was Alfred Molina, the guy who played Doc Ock in the second Spider-Man movie. He would be a really, really good Rambo Raw, because he's very good at playing villains, but he's also good at playing anti-villains, and
and very methodical and intelligent with his.
He has the vibe. He has the vibe.
Yes, he does.
The vibe, yeah, that's good.
Yes, it's like, why didn't I think of that before? So but he would be perfect for Rambo Raw.
Midnight Hatter. Let's face it, Henry Cavill could play Mirai, and I'd love him for it. Yeah. No, that would be funny. What's some ridiculous Gundam casting? Like it makes me think like Matt Smith would be Char. Like, if you want to go like ridiculous, like.
Well, didn't we say that we wanted Matt Smith to play Giran Zabi, because?
Yeah. Well, I just mean like kind of taking that what the character embodies and going way too far. Like for Amuro.
Okay.
Like, what if they had, I was thinking like Henry Cavill. Give Henry Cavill a mini afro and have him play Amuro, and that would just be ridiculous but hilarious. Michael Cera is Garen.
Oh dear.
No, Michael Cera would be the Garma. Like that would be a good like characterization of Garma, being the kind of like,
Let me.
you know, like where over time in the show he becomes like, you know, the Michael Cera being more confident. It would be hilarious.
Who is he? Oh. Yeah,
What's up?
I guess I can see him as a Garma.
And again, I'm talking like just the over the top ridiculous casting. Like
Yeah.
it embodies, it's like a caricature almost.
Oh, okay, yeah, I gotcha. You're making a spoof version of Gundam.
Yeah, like
but you're
having
pla-
Scarlett
but-
Johansson be Sayla.
But you're playing. Yeah.
Like, you know, because she is
I
they
mean, I can see this.
yeah they kind of, she's older, and you know the way she's usually portrayed is for specific reasons, and so like doing that for Sayla. And then what was the other one that popped in my head? Oh yeah, like someone was talking about The Rock for what's his name?
Oh, Midnight Hatters bring up really good opinions.
Oh, Emma Roberts would kill as Cassilia. Yeah,
I gotta. Sometimes I gotta look up these actors because like.
The Rock is Dozel Zabi.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be
Oh, that would be
good.
good.
Even those zombies, the big guys with
Yeah,
long hair.
he's
Yeah.
the big guy with the facial scars.
And he's always yelling.
Oh yeah, The Rock would be fit, no doubt.
If I was going to cast a live-action G Gundam movie, I feel like that would be where you would have Ryan Reynolds play.
Domo,
Yeah,
the main guy.
Oh, that
Yeah.
would actually be pretty funny.
because it would have that hint of humor, but then when he has to be
Yes.
serious
He's kind of serious.
for
Yes.
those plots with other humans, yeah, or other people.
Timothée Chalamet as George Sand.
As who? Oh,
George.
Yeah, that. Okay, yeah, that.
And David Harbour as Argo Gulski.
Which one was Argo?
He was the Russian guy.
Okay.
The big guy.
Okay,
Bolt gun.
yeah.
And I think we cast him as Dozel in our other live action casting video.
And I hate to say it, but Scarlett Johansson is Rain. I think that's the only person I
Yeah.
can think of.
Yep,
I can see that.
I can see that. I mean, she available right now, right? She don't have to play Black Widow anymore.
Oh, the guy that plays Drax, yeah, Dave Bautista, yeah, that would be a
Yes.
good.
As Argo?
Wait, what about as
He would be good for
the
our-
Bascom from the Titans?
Oh, from Zeta.
That, yeah, Dave Bautista. Under the sunglasses, you know, and always talking shit. That would be
okay,
good.
yeah, him.
Blake Lively is Rain. Maybe I've never got
that's-
into that actress.
That's Ryan Reynolds' wife.
I just don't think I've seen her in enough to really. You know what? The actor that plays. God, I don't know names of anything anymore. That show on Amazon with the superhero, The Boys. The actor
Boys.
that plays the main scary like superhero, that guy, he needs to be Shar. No, Giran.
Yes!
Or Giran. That would be.
Kieran, that's even better. Yes!
Yeah. That would be.
Oh, dude!
That would be a good Giran. Because then that makes me think Carl Urban then needs to be in it.
Yes.
Maybe he's Romble. Give him a mustache.
Yes!
Doesn't he have like a full facial hair right now?
Yeah, for the boys. I love that show. Yeah, Anthony Starr, I had her. Yeah. So because of that show, I went back. Okay,
Damn it, Jim. I'm a
Bruce
doctor,
Campbell
not
was
a
just
gun-
brought up.
Oh!
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. But Anthony Starr, like after watching The Boys, I looked up what that guy was also in, and I can't forget the name of the show. It's where he gets out of prison and he tries to go connect with his girlfriend who's married with someone else. So he becomes the sheriff of this town. and it's a badass show. Like he is a badass in it. Someone's gonna say what the name is, but okay, Bruce Campbell in Gundam. He would be. Who would he be?
Well, all I can tell you is that Bruce Campbell did voice one of the villains on Megas XLR.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Well, it's a cartoon from I think the early 2000s,
Yeah,
and
that's
it spoofed the mech genre and a lot of other
Oh yeah, I've heard of
animes.
that. Had no
Yes.
idea he did the voice. Now I really got to watch it. I think you guys have brought
Yes.
that up before. Yeah.
Yes, watch
Yeah,
it.
Dan. We just started casting. It was a
freaking
mix
hilarious.
of like
It's freaking hilarious.
caricature casting and then favorite actors and where we would put them. Because like yeah, Bruce Campbell. Maybe Bruce Campbell's Rumble Raw. Now you see, Bruce Campbell really is older now. It's like he would have to play like General Revel. I don't know if it could be prime Bruce Campbell. He would be Bright.
Keanu Reeves as Domont. Wow.
Oh,
That would be perfect.
that is a good one. Joshua Chong, thank you. I love that. Yeah, Bright is supposed to be super young. That's why it's like weird.
Yeah, Bright is like.
But yeah, Dan,
19,
we
yep.
were saying Henry Cavill because it started with Henry Cavill, but then I was thinking, what is some ridiculous casting? But caricatures, you know.
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell as the captain before Bright. Oh, that would be a good cameo. Although I hate that because same thing happened in Congo. He dies at the beginning. In Vampires 2, he dies at the beginning. I remember I'd watch these movies just for Bruce Campbell, and he would die at the beginning. And I'm like, what? Yeah, but Goose, that's a good one. He being the original captain of the White Base. Yeah, I like that. Bright is 18. Holy shiz. I tell you,
18.
it's weird. I feel like if I was to make the Gundam movie, I would actually cast people for as they looked in the show and not what their real age is. Because there is something when I watch it where Bright does seem like that more authoritative older brother figure to Amuro, and you would really have to separate that age by quite a bit.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe that Bright was 19 when he first in the original Gundams.
And
Yeah.
Mirai, I think was 17 or 18 as well.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
Sayla was 17. And I know Lala was 17.
You know what? I just realized something. Like, when you brought up Mirai, it reminded me there's a line in Mobile Suit Gundam that James Cameron has Sigourney Weaver use in Aliens about her saying, that she's handled this class of
I've
thing
heard of
before. And I loved that. James Cameron needs to make the Gundam movie.
Yes.
That needs to happen. He would know what to do.
Yes. And he's already proven that he's pretty good with adapting animes, as we've seen with Alita Battle Angel.
So that was interesting. I haven't finished it. I started that for the first time the other night, and I really liked it. It's just sometimes when I watch movies late, I fall asleep. But I loved like what it's going for there, and it just reminded me of like anime. Really, and you guys probably all know this. They tell a lot of the same stories,
Yes.
especially when it comes to synthetics or whatever, and something to do with the spirit or the soul, and
Yes.
but it's really good thought-provoking stuff because it not only could talk about our future but also how we treat ourselves in the first place. Yeah.
Lucas, say something. Bruce Campbell as Norris Patrick.
I could see that because he could have that kind of fatherly sort of confidence to him. Yeah, that.
Yep. Because we see that in Burn Notice, because Bruce Campbell is in Burn Notice.
Love that show. So I remember I recently watched it with my wife through the whole series, and I was surprised how much it stands like the first few episodes are a little rough, but after that, like, and it's so good. It's like 7 seasons, but it gets self-referential near the end. Like it understands what it
Yes.
is, and it like leans into it. And most shows don't do that. Jim Carrey as McCuve, you get it. That is,
Oh dear
I
lord.
love that.
That would be funny.
I'm kicking my ass.
But at the end of the day, like I'm all about how they film and how they shoot the mobile suit action. They really need to make it, even if they have to use CGI cameras, they really need to make it feel like they're grounded. Like it would be if someone
Yes.
trying to watch it, a mix of found footage or a mix of what camera systems like use. Like what I'm trying to say is, I guess use practical camera cranes and arms of
Very
where
heavy
the suits
stop
would be, and
motion.
then CGI them in. Like a mix of Rogue One, the 2014 Godzilla, and Shin Godzilla, which Shin Godzilla did a
Um,
great job.
you say something. Vin Diesel as Harold. Come on, man.
I'm Haro.
No, I am not a gun.
Hamuro's family.
Oh,
Oh,
I
that's
am
funny.
Superman.
Um. Oh yeah, yeah. You know what? I always talk about wanting a movie of like the original Dobo 79, but like, think if they made a unicorn movie, that would be like insane.
Yeah, that thing has the cinematic vibe to it.
Yeah,
Mm.
it would
The
be easy to
battle scale
translate.
was so
Yeah.
wide that it
Yep.
has all that effect.
Yeah, but then they would have to explain who Shar Aznable is, and
Yeah, that's why it would
the
be hard
whole
to
deal
just
with
jump into that. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I say do it where it's like a season is Gundam, season 2 is Zeta Gundam, season 3 is Double Zeta, season, and then the Char's counterattack movie, and then season 5 is actually
Oh,
maybe then they
interesting.
just start making the films.
I think the best movie they could make live action since it's more character than action is 0080s.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that thing like has nothing to do with the original series. It's a side story, so
And a lot of the battles are mimicking what was seen during like the Vietnam War and all that, or even Desert
yeah.
Storm and
Wait,
Grounded.
are we
Double
talking
O
about
Eighty.
eight?
I mean, yeah, 08 MS team. Oh, War in the
Okay,
Pocket. Sorry,
Oh, wait.
I got
okay,
mixed up.
because I can see Eighth MS Team being its own
Yeah,
standalone
I was
film,
actually
live
thinking
action
that.
film.
But War in the Pocket would be a good one too.
I think
Actually,
all the side story is good to make in movies, like Sentinel, Missing Link, Cold Fairy. They don't link to the original,
yeah,
like the
those are
anime.
good ones. You know what? You know, if they did a War in the Pocket, Short Round would be a good Al. But I don't. But he's older now. You know, the guy from Indiana Jones, the kid.
Yes,
But
he was also in the Goonies.
oh yeah, yeah. I never got into that, but yeah, he was. Yeah.
Or,
Um.
or a young Sean Astin.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah, the
kind
War
of
in the
want.
Pocket idea is pretty good. Well, what were you saying, Tom?
Oh, I said I kind of want a animes about the exam system.
Yeah, that
But
would be a
there,
I mean,
good
they
one.
have the games, but I kind of want an animes about it.
there's
You
no
know, they should do
anime.
that because I think that would make narrative more interesting, because
Yeah.
narrative kind of is a culmination of all these cyber new type effects, or what happens. So like if they were to, yeah, Hades, Exam, any of those other ones, yeah. Yeah, to explore it. That's a good idea. Those would be standalone movies that would have a specific plot element.
Well, now here's
Yeah.
another question. Would any of the alternate universes or alternate timelines be? Would those be a good? Excuse
Fit
me.
for
Would those translate well into live action? So
Double
like
O,
double
double
O.
O,
That's what I was
double O,
thinking too.
double O.
I like, yeah, the characters, how they work together. Like they, yeah, I think that's a great one because I always say that story is so strong. I don't care about the suits.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I
Blue
think Double O
Destiny
is really
anime adaptation. Yeah, that
Hmm.
just because they have aliens.
Oh yeah.
I think the all four system in the exam Hades Alice and Zeus is more like a variant to the Hades.
Yeah, thanks, Stormcaller. I need to explore those individually, or like a video maybe kind of comparing them. Um,
I think Alice is not a. It's more like a control system. It's more like an AI control system for the suit rather than something like the boosting the performance of the suit.
yeah, speaking of the AI thing, I read that there is a Gundam or a mobile suit that takes place like I think after F91, and I think it's maybe Crossbone, the Jupiter fleet, but it's a mobile suit that has Amuro's AI in it.
No, I think it's more like the pilot was more like the Emerald clone ish.
Oh, really? Because
Yeah,
yeah, I read something about an Amuro AI. Maybe that's separate, but you're saying there's something that have of an Amuro clone.
it's more like an Emerald clone ish thing. It's
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have
it's
to
more
dive
like
into
a
that
pilot
then.
thing, not a suit. But it's a cool concept though.
Oh, Brian saying, Shirley, hey Adam, I once did a caricature of Daniel Craig for my Photoshop class. Oh yeah, share that in the Discord.
Oh, that would be cool.
And then Neon Wave, but if they did a live action Double O, knowing Hollywood, they'd make the cast similar to the spoof film in the Trailblazer film. Tiara would be black, Alleluia would be a girl. Oh, I don't know. That.
Tyria would be the girl.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
TRA was the girl.
Alleluia would be the token black, and Setsuna would be, well, of course he would still be no, they would make Setsuna black. They would change him from a Middle Easterner to a black guy, and yeah.
Speaking of Tierra, the original design was to give it that character as the female appearance, and I
Yes.
think why don't I do that in the first place?
yeah. The Rock is Setsuna. I'm
Oh dear
Gundam.
Lord.
I'd love that. If he's
Oh
just
dear
going around
Lord.
like with the eye going, I'm Gundam. Like they call Setsuna,
Yeah.
we need you. We need to brief you. And he's like, I'm Gundam. And then he just goes out. Can you smell what the Gundam is cooking? And then just like rip mobile suits apart. That
I
would
think
be
the funny thing is when somebody else other than Setsuna say I'm Gundam, and The Rock as Setsuna would do that reaction like
yeah,
okay.
it'd have to be. And
It's
then
like
Ian is saying,
I-
I'd like to see a video discussing the variations of the Pale Rider and the breakdown of the systems. That's a good idea because
It doesn't matter
the-
what you think. I am Gundam. Ian.
But no, it's interesting because with the Pale Riders, I really like them, but I and they're very popular. And then in GBO2, they show different types. And then I have this Titan type, and I'm like, well, that's very interesting. This Pale Rider's a popular suit. I kind of want to dive into all the different ones because that
It doesn't matter what you think.
he's a huge fan.
The AE system is really interesting because they have variants.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
We literally have 4 prototype of the Riders series.
and it hasn't been in an anime as far as we know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Never mind. I was gonna say the Pale Rider hasn't been in an anime yet. Well, then why is it in? Well, okay.
That's what
Whatever.
it's like so popular. Like it's in everything. People really like it. It's a lot in GBO2.
Okay, now which timeline is it from? Is it Universal
UC.
Century or something?
Yeah.
It's
You see.
after the 1 year war actually.
Yeah.
They was trying to do the new mass production suit and they come up with the Pair Riders.
Wait, but doesn't Noisy Fairy kind of retcon that?
Oh really?
Because don't they have a Pale Rider? Let me look that up just in case. I could be wrong.
Sorry.
Because they actually did add a lot of interesting.
Oh my god, Robert Pattinson at Hero Yui, which is
What?
Robert
was that?
Pattinson his Hero Yui.
Ian
Oh,
said
no, that's a good one.
Who was Hero?
Robert Pattinson.
Oh, okay,
Pattinson.
yeah. Well, he's
So-
Batman now, so.
he
So
has
they
to
have the
buy.
White Rider in Code Fairy.
The White Riders was have the Zeus system, which is somewhat similar to the Hades.
Yeah. So it's so that does make sense then. It's more of the precursor. So I guess that could work. Although that is kind of a cool design with its crown.
Yeah, that's
Well,
the French fries.
hey guys, so I'm gonna jump. This was fun though, but like
All right.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
I can feel my brain being like, Adam, I can't search for that information and
Anymore.
yeah. But that was fun. Oh, and Brian Zanichelli posted his caricature of Daniel Craig on Discord. I'll have to look at that.
All right.
And Ian is saying his effect as Edward from Twilight would make his "I kill you"
Oh yeah.
a good interpretation.
Yeah, the ladies would love that.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, everyone, thanks. And Tom and Sailor, thanks for being on. And Lucas from earlier, appreciate it, guys, being able to talk about Gundam like this. Yeah, have a good weekend. And yeah, we'll talk later. See you,
All right.
everybody.
Yeah.
Peace out.